Thermal Sound Wave. It's Thermal Sound Waves, the natural alternative to fast food radio, Track Life Radio, WLGK Logic Radio, Chicago. We here. Hit us up 347-454-1278. Email us thermalsoundwaves@gmail.com. That's what it is. Now, we got a guest with us, Kev, who's from New York, but Strong Island. He's from that area. Well, I'm not sure which part of Strong Island he's from, because keeping it 100, like, I got introduced to this dude from hearing music from like Mxnxpxly Family and like other subsets and divisions, and then I heard his album and I was like, yo, this cat is on some stuff right here. This dude is like really on some hip hop right here. And I don't know much background on him. I just was digging the music and was like, we got to get this on. And then I was like, I hit him up and I was like, listen, we got to get him on the program to find out more about this cat right here. John Jiggs of the Mxnxpxly Fam is joining us right now on Thermal Sound Waves. What's going on, Jiggs?
Yo, what's up, fam? Everything good, man. Everything good, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what part of Strong Island are you from?
All right, so I grew up in a small town called Riverhead. It's at the end of Long Island.
Oh, I know about Riverhead. Matter of fact,
yeah,
I first heard of Riverhead through K Solo.
Yeah. Because we got the jail out there and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But,
right.
Yeah, he probably, you know what I mean? Nah, but shout out to K Solo. That's my guy, man. He's a dude I talk to like every couple of months, and he just kind of, just drop jewels on me and stuff, man. I appreciate him for that too.
Yeah, people he don't get enough respect that he should, as far as like as an MC and as someone that laid things down in the whole history of hip hop. K Solo,
he was super dope. He's super dope. Like I always was a fan of his stuff.
Absolutely.
But
it was over because the girl's mom was in his business, so it went the other way. That's why you got to tell girls' moms stay out your business.
Yeah, word. Yeah, nah, definitely. But just back to your question. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Riverhead, but I lived like all over Long Island, Nassau, Suffolk County. You know what I'm saying? I've been, I live a good amount of places on Long Island. So like I know, I'm familiar with the area. I just, I'm just like a Long Island dude.
Okay. So did you pass through Brentwood, CI, Amityville?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I used to live in CI. I used to live in Bayshore. I lived in Hicksville before. I lived in Westbury on Prospect Avenue. I lived, a couple different spots. Mastic. Lived in Mastic for a little bit. Yeah. That's like out east. Yeah. Long Island. Well, yeah, Long Island's a big place, man. It's a lot of different areas, We got just as many people in Long Island as you do in New York City,
For sure,
so
for sure.
You think about it like that.
Coming up through CI, did you run into Parrish from EPMD?
Yeah, man. I know you said you don't know my history. I got records with PMD.
Oh, okay.
I'm on here. He just dropped a new album last Friday. I'm on a song on there, and his last album, Business Mentality, I'm on there.
Okay.
Shout out to Parrish, man. Parrish, he's really looked out for me, man. He's taking me out on the road with him and stuff like that. Always appreciative. He brought me on Sway in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Big up.
Yeah.
Him and E and the whole crew.
Dude. Yeah. Parrish is definitely a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Absolutely. It's Thermal Sound Waves. We're here with John Jiggs of the Mxnxpxly Fam joining us right about now. Hit us up 347-454-1278. Email us thermalsoundwaves@gmail.com. Now, you had people don't know, but there's a lot of people that came up through Long Island. So who were some of the people that were like influences to you coming up in Long Island? Of course, you said K Solo, EPMD.
Yeah.
Those were some of them. Who were some other people?
Of course, Rakim was revered as,
Rakim, aka Kid Wiz. I think that was his
original
name. Kid Wiz. And he was a star quarterback too. I think he was a quarterback.
He definitely, he's definitely, obviously, he was a big influence on anybody that was trying to rhyme from Long Island, and that, especially in that time period, And then Keith Murray, you know what I'm saying? I can remember like a lot of the older. When his album came out, I was still kind of little.
Big up to his brother Fish Grease, who's been on our show a couple times, man. Big up to Fish Grease.
Yeah. Shout out to Fish Grease. Yeah, I know Fish, man. He's a good dude too.
Shout out to Keith Murray, still doing his dance.
Yeah.
If you get him hype enough, he'll do his most beautiful thing in the world dance. It's the dance he does.
Yeah.
Don't have no cars
Yeah.
around him because he'll do it on top of your car. It's just, I'm like, all right, Keith. Shout out to him, man. Me and Keith cool.
Yeah,
Man.
definitely. You know what I'm saying? Legendary. I'm trying to think who else. Definitely, definitely Roc Marciano.
Oh yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Roc Marciano. From here, like some of the, Dinco D.
Big
He's
up to
another
Dinko.
dude.
Yeah, he been through here too.
Yeah. These are people that, just coming from Long Island, just showing us that you could do it. Even Reek the Villain, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
With
yeah.
everything that he did, what I'm saying? Still doing now, that's, it was, cause from Long Island, we always get forgetting about when you talk about New York. We're closest to New York City, you know what I'm saying? But we get forgotten about a lot, especially like in the new. We haven't had a star, a real bona fide star yet in a while. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we want those guys like that. They're like, you know what I'm saying? They're like in the highest regard, and it just proved that you could do it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But I mean, you definitely had legends coming out of Long Island. Public Enemy.
Hell yeah, said, Public Enemy, De La
Soul. Absolutely. You're talking about people that are staples in not just hip hop but music.
Prince Paul. You know what I'm saying? Prince Paul from De La Soul.
Stetsasonic.
And Stetsasonic, you know what I'm saying? Producer 88 Keys is from Long Island. Eddie Murphy is from Long Island. I like to throw that one in there.
Well, he moved out there, but he's really Brooklyn though. I'm just saying so.
Yeah, I know he was born in Brooklyn, but he grew up,
Right.
Word.
So how did the whole Monopoly movement come about? Because that was my first introduction to you, Monopoly with Mouth and the whole crew. How did that whole situation come through?
I mean, I was out here doing my thing, man, moving around. You know what I'm saying? And once I got to where I felt established, I just felt like, I wanted to put a crew together. You know what I'm saying? So I started, Roc. He came along. I was running around tearing up shows. We linked like that at showcases about like 5-6 years ago. And he, you know what I mean? He just been him and Mouth and they just been ride or die with me this whole journey. Me and Roc went to Europe together, you know what I'm saying? And toured Europe together, We moved around. So, you know what I mean? They're just family, man. And you know what I'm saying? They just happen to be talented. But really it's like a brotherhood thing because they, you know what I'm saying? This is a rough game. This is a lot of work to do this, So when you got people that are willing to roll up their sleeves and get dirty with you, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's admirable. And that's the most important part of it,
Right. Absolutely.
But that's what we about. Family sticking together, That's the best, the biggest thing with us.
Definitely. When did you tour Europe, and what particular areas in Europe did you go to?
Oh, that was last year, April last year. Austria, Germany, Sweden, Denmark, the Netherlands, Holland.
Oh, you touched a little bit everywhere.
Yeah, Switzerland. You know what I'm saying? We was out there for like about 3 weeks.
What was that experience like being over there in Europe, coming from Strong Island, and just seeing that difference in culture? What was that like?
It was a great feeling, man. What I love about it most was like the fact that like how much they appreciate hip hop, how much they, it's almost like here in the States, we almost take it for granted. It's like some people almost take it for granted that we have hip hop and we have unlimited access to it and we can just listen to it, pick it up, put it down whenever we want to. But over there in Europe, they're just, stuff that we was listening to 15 years ago, they're just discovering it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? So it's like a brand new thing to them. Being in places like maybe like Amsterdam or even in Germany, like we did Munich, Germany. You know what I'm saying? It felt like it's like Brooklyn in the 90s, you know what I'm saying, with the music and people spray painting and breakdancing at your shows and, that kind of stuff. And they come out, they party, they have a good time, man. Those are some of the best shows that we did.
When you were overseas, in Europe, and did you feel the same type of love or even close to it when I went to Europe? It was back home
back at home. Definitely close to it. Hell yeah, we tear shit down in the States, but it's still like, especially when you in New York tri-state area, it's still like a level of cool that people have. You know what I'm saying? when in shows, you know. But over there, they jumping around. They don't get to see this stuff like quite so often. It's just not readily available. So when they see it, it's like, it's really a big deal to them. It's an event. You got people thanking you. We never get anything. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So it's really a great experience, and they just appreciate the culture. They appreciate the lyrics. They appreciate the beat. Everything, and they come to have a good time.
What place overseas, or in Europe, we should say, because we're everywhere. So let's just say, what place in Europe was the most memorable for you, or the place that you had that epiphany, like, wow, I'm really not just having fun, but I am being successful with this?
Oh, I can remember. Copenhagen, Denmark. We opened up for Lord Finesse. That was on my tour. That was the only one I had. I headlined everything else. That was the only one I had where he was. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Lord Finesse. I opened up for him. It's a packed room. It's about 400 kids in there, maybe a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And it's packed. You know what I'm saying? And this is on 420.
So we already know what that's about.
And this is, and we're in Copenhagen, but there's this little section of Copenhagen called Christiania, where it's like everything. It's almost like it's like a red light district kind of. You know what I'm saying? And it's in the middle of the city, whatever. But it's like it's tucked away, but it's in the middle of the city. Everything wide open, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Now, other than the red lights thing, we don't want to talk about stuff like that. Hit me on the text. We'll talk about that though. But what we talk about the Copenhagen thing, what is it like? Because some people realistically, they don't want to admit it, but they're scared to travel to places like that because they have the worst things in their head. It's going to be like the movie Hostel, and they're going to chop me up. They're going to torture me and everything. Something happened with A$AP Rocky over there, or they're gonna kidnap me and throw me in jail for no reason. So how is the people to you? Are they receptive to you? What's the situation with the people and the culture?
Very receptive, very, very receptive, man. I mean, just having everybody's attention, man. It's like I said, how hip hop, when you wave your hands in the air, everybody's doing it. Everybody. You understand what I'm saying? When you any of that, you know what I'm saying? When you get them involved, they love that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you could get the same thing here, but it's just over there. It's like it's more. I don't know. It's just different. It's just different. And it's a great experience, man. I'm supposed to be going back. You know what I'm saying? Like first quarter next year.
That's like
absolutely
next week.
Yeah, exactly. So that's real soon for you.
Yeah, we already, you know what I'm saying, working on that.
Right. And by the time this filters out to certain ears and certain networks and stuff like that, you'll already be, deep in the thick of it, doing your thing again.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Absolutely.
But I love it, man. I've been doing hip hop. I do it from the heart, and I've been doing hip hop for a long time, man. You know what I'm saying? Since I probably wrote my first rhyme when I was like 11 or 12 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And and I never, for a long time, it was just part of my life. Like it wasn't even a thing where I was like, oh, I could get paid to do this and stuff like that. Like I didn't think about that for a long time.
Right.
And then once I I had my first son and everything, I was like, yo, I gotta, if I'm gonna be spending my time doing this, I have to figure something out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and that's when it slowly became more of like a business,
Right. It's Thermal Soundwaves. We're here with John Jiggs, Monopoly Fam, and all that. Hit us up 347-454-1278. Thermalsoundwaves@gmail.com. Thermalsoundwaves.com. Now, what would you, or I don't know if you would compare, but the Jiggs now to the 11-year-old Jiggs, would you say the 11-year-old Jiggs was trash, or would you say?
You start laughing. Nah, okay, so I might have been trash compared to like rappers who were on, but I was better than most people around me.
No, but I'm saying,
like, you know what I mean?
I'm talking about in comparison to Jiggs now, like yourself, not to other people, to yourself. Like,
oh, okay, oh yeah, nah, obviously compared to now, you know what I'm saying, and it comes so effortless now. Like I a lot of people, anybody's ever been in the studio with me will tell you, like I don't really spend a lot of time writing rhymes. Like I'll write it in the studio right there in like maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Right. Well,
You know what I'm saying? And it'll be recorded in a half an hour. You know,
definitely. You can definitely hear your passion and your heart like in the music. It comes through in that. You can definitely hear it, man. Like it's like, all right, this dude is really in there feeling it. Your son, like, what type of influence does he have, or do you see in him? Like, do you see him picking up music, or do you see him having other interests?
Yeah, well, my son is 11 years old. And he I take him to stuff like he knows PMD. He plays with PMD's son. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know what I mean. And he's been around Dinco. He's been around. You know, I've introduced my son to Illa G. I brought him to industry events where they were. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've taken him to industry. I've taken him to industry events, and he's met Fat Boy SSE, and he's met Young M.A. before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he's all into it. Like, my son raps. I took my son to the studio for his birthday. He got a couple songs. You know what I'm saying? He wants to make beats. He wants to rap, make beats, all of it.
Is he on your album? I didn't hear him on the album.
Not yet.
Oh, he didn't make the album yet?
Not yet.
So, okay. let me ask you this real quick. So, 11-year-old Jiggs and since your son is 11, how would he compare to 11-year-old Jiggs? Like, would he take out the 11-year-old Jiggs?
Yeah, he definitely would, because my son is a triple threat. He could rap, he wants to make beats, and he could dance, and he danced like Chris Brown.
Oh, wow. Oh, you sitting on the gold mine.
You know what I'm saying? He gets bit but you know, he gotta it's not that easy. You know, I can't just hand it to him. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta.
Right.
You know, it took me a long time to get on PMD's album.
Right.
You know,
right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, you gotta put him through it.
Like, yeah, he gotta feel it. Because that's what makes you love it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the chase. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you sitting on the gold mine. You said it's triple threat and could dance like Chris Brown and all that. Like that. He got a big future.
Yeah, he gets busy, man. You know.
What name does he go by?
He gets busy. His name is Preston John, right?
Right.
That's John is his middle name. We call him PJ, but he likes to be referred to as PGZ. PGZ. PGZ.
Okay. we gonna look out for him. Matter of fact, he ain't got that many years to go before he starts to really get on. Maybe 3-4 years, maybe 5 years tops, I say. And we gonna have.
Now it's easy. He could record it. He could record it and throw it right up on YouTube or whatever he want to do.
Yeah,
you know.
And we'll have him on, and we'll like, your dad was talking greasy about you on the show. Like, what you got to say?
Oh, no, that's my boy though, you know.
Yes, sir. Now your album is Revolvers, and it's really it stays true to that. It's real cowboys, like shoot 'em up, lyrically, not on the other type of sense. Maybe in some points too, in that sense as well. But we ain't gonna promote that. But you got joint. My favorite is Walk On By. You got another joint.
That's your joint? Okay.
That's my joint. I also like to close Casket with Rim from the Villains.
Rim.
Yeah. Shout out to Rim. Yo, we got the crew. We got the Walkers too. You know that, right?
Oh, that's a crew with Rim?
Yeah. That's me, Rim, Rome Street, Bub Rock, Eddie Kane, Spoda, Ty Farris.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, it's so it's a few more too. You know what I'm saying? It's a few more. I'm telling you, we working on a project now. We all working together. It's gonna be crazy.
Oh, that's gonna be sick. I'm looking forward to hearing that, there.
Yeah, the Walkers, man. Look out for that.
Absolutely. Now, Swab did most of the production or all of the production on the album.
He did
right?
all of it. Yeah, that's how that's a joint. That's a joint album with me and him. If you you follow my catalog, I do a lot of projects with. I like to do theme projects with a producer. You know what I'm saying? Really take you. So it started in 2017. I dropped Twin Cannons with K Slugger. K Slugger is from Sweden, Malmo, Sweden. He's got K Slugger works with Westside Gun and Conway and all of them, and you know what I'm saying.
Right.
A lot of Recognize Ali, people like that. But me and him, you know what I'm saying, we formed a relationship a couple years ago, and we, you know what I mean, we put out Twin Cannons. It was a slow burn, but it started to pick up a lot of steam late in the game. I promoted that project for about a year and a half. And that, if you know hip hop right now, that's a long time, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's crazy. That's like an eternity.
Yeah. It really lived that long. You know, I remember dropping it in June, and then we ended up getting a vinyl deal a whole year later.
That tells you
know
something.
What I mean?
It's quality. That's what that tells you.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I got Good Friday that I put out with DJ Concept. Put that out the end of last year. Also put out the Teflon John EP with Guns from Tough Kong Records. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you follow, I have themes. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just like to take people to a different place when they listen to my music, not just like the regular. You know, just the regular. Let's you know.
You actually
let's go on a journey. You know,
you're a real artist, is what I like to say. Like, you actually create art. You're not just throwing stuff out just because. Like,
yeah. Definitely. I feel like it's important. You know, if you have people who will take time out of their day to listen to you or play your record or whatever the case is, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you owe it. You owe it to, you know, to give them something different that they can remember, you know?
Absolutely. And that helps your longevity as well, because, you know, that gives you staying power when you do that. Like, people recognize that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's how I grew up. I'm huge fan of hip hop. So, like, you know, there's certain songs that is like timeless. Like, I could just turn on Reasonable Doubt right now, and it's still better than anything else I could listen to right now. Pretty much.
Right.
90% of what's out, you know what I'm saying? What's out right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the type of stamp you want to put on the game, you know?
Exactly.
Not just right now. I'm not doing this for the right now, you know?
Exactly. Definitely. Big up to DJ Golden out in Sweden. Our peoples out there doing the thing.
Definitely.
Mash Up International.
Absolutely, definitely. Because we get it in like everywhere. Like we based in New York, but you know we everywhere, man. From the West Coast to the South to like overseas. You know, we get it in, man. From Sweden to Nigeria to London to the Philippines to Atlanta to like Houston, Seattle. We get it in everywhere. Toronto. Yeah. That's what it is, man. We international with this.
That's where I'm at now too. I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, you in the A?
Yeah, I moved to Atlanta. We moved to Atlanta like a couple months ago.
What was that like coming from Strong Island going to the A? Like, what was that? Was it a culture shock for you, or were you like, I'm just gonna do my thing?
It still is. It still is. I tell you this, the traffic out here, man. It's bad. Traffic is bad in New York, but it's like I don't know if you know LA traffic. You know how in LA,
oh, I know.
Day. Like, there isn't certain times. It's all day, and that's how it is here. It's not. If LA is a 10 in traffic, this place is like 8.5.
That's because
there are sometimes when it's quiet, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying? It's always people. It's always congested. The highway, everything.
Well, that's because Atlanta infrastructure is not meant for that much people. Like, if you're going north, you take a 400 north, there's only one place, one road to get up north on 400. You're driving up on 85 to 400 north. So the infrastructure is not meant for so many people. Atlanta is Ellis Island Part 2. That's what we call Ellis Island Part 2, because, back in the day, it's Ellis Island. I was like, everybody was migrating to Ellis Island in New York, just from everywhere all around the world. That's what Atlanta is right now. Everybody's in there, and it's like once you're stuck in traffic, you're there for hours. You're done.
Yeah, but I'm not like in the city though. I'm tucked away. I moved down here for some peace and quiet.
I hear that. But yeah,
because it's crazy out there on the road and everything. So when I come home, I want it to be nice, calm, and quiet.
I hear you. Yeah, so you could get in with the revolvers.
with the family.
No doubt. But yeah, we know about the A and that whole crazy situation. We got peoples out there as well, man. A lot of New York people down there too. A lot of New York people down there.
Definitely, man. Shout out to my man Shabam Sadiq. You know what I'm saying? I linked up with Shabam.
Oh, he down there too? I mean? Okay. Big up to Shabam.
Yeah, man, we working on the EP together too. It's gonna be dope.
That's what dope. He was on the mixtape project that we did. Big ups to Shaban, man.
All right, word, double S.
Absolutely. So, of course, you got the Revolvers that's hitting right now, and all the other projects is out. Of course, all the joints with the Mxnxpxly fam. What's coming next? What's next for you?
Okay, so December 27th, I got Self-Made, new single Self-Made. Is really the if you like you know, the Twin Cannons, the Revolvers, all of that different stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna love this. It's just a single, and then directly after I'll be dropping my album Jiggonometry.
Jiggonometry, what's that about?
Nah, it's just I'm gonna give people a little bit more of a glimpse into me. And you heard some of that on Revolvers with the Cold record and stuff like that. Just being a little bit more open to the public,
Okay.
They've been riding with me. So, I've been making a conscious effort to give people a little bit more of me, like really me, like as far as what's going on,
Okay.
I think maybe I can help people through whatever they're going through,
Okay, I got you. That's what's up. I'm looking forward to hearing that as well. Is that anything like Cannabis Niggonometry?
Yeah, Niggonometry. Yeah, remember that? Yeah, but my name is John Jigg. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is Jiggonometry. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So you're gonna you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different. Even people hear you rapping, they see you one way. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of different pieces that go into me. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a rapper, you know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler. It's so much, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So you gotta be a bunch of different people. So I'm gonna give people a little bit more of that,
Gotcha. And one last thing before we wrap. Of course you're heavy music and you're family man and all of that, but what's another interest of yours that's not music, that's just outside of like entertainment that you're into?
Let me think. You know what I've been liking a lot lately? Bowling, Bowling is mad fun.
Okay.
Bowling is mad fun.
All right.
I've done it time to time. I've done it here and there. Let's go. But like I'm starting to now. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or whatever. But I I enjoy it. It's a good way to take out aggression too. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a good way to take out aggression.
What's your game like?
Nah, and that's the thing. I'm nice at it. Like I got good hand-eye coordination. Like I know how to steer stuff.
Can you?
So I do pretty good, man. Especially for being rusty. Like I hadn't played probably in 5-6 years, and the last couple of times I played, I've been getting busy.
Right.
So word.
That's what. Are you good enough to take out Chris Paul?
I'll definitely give it a shot. I'll be at the lanes practicing.
Right.
I'll be at the lanes practicing.
No doubt, definitely.
But I ain't back. I wouldn't back down though.
Right. I hear you. Give him that Jiggonometry.
Exactly, man. Yeah, man. I'm very excited for people to for people to hear this album. It's gonna be dope.
Absolutely. Well, if it's anything like all the things that you put out in the past, it should be definitely one to get. You know what I mean? Especially around holiday times, get that piece, pick that up, gift this to somebody. Yeah,
definitely, man, definitely. And we also have Revolver. We got I don't want to forget that the vinyls are out. They came out last month. You know what I'm saying, through Copenhagen Crates for Revolver. And then we also got cassette tapes. We got 30 limited edition cassette tapes. That's dropping next Friday on December 13th.
Wow. Some people don't even know what that is, a cassette tape. It's like, what in the world is a cassette tape?
Yeah, man. Let the tape rock till the tape pop and then buy another one.
Right. You're going to have to give them an education, like in the tape. Like they're going to have to give like instructions or a history of what the cassette tape is. How do you play it?
Yeah, but it's just for, you got those people that really love it, that just want to have something tangible. Even me, sometimes I miss having a CD where I could read all the credits and everything. Yeah, you get iTunes, you don't know who produced the track, you don't know nothing. It's just like,
seeing that artwork too.
Huh?
Seeing that artwork also.
Checking it out, seeing the photo spread and, the thank yous and all of that. Like that stuff is cool. Who wrote the song and all of that.
Exactly. So we're going to get a Thermal Sound Wave, C.Truth and Kev Lawrence. Thank you on the next cassette tape, vinyl, John Jiggs.
Got you.
Mxnxpxly.
I got you. I got you. Matter of fact, next time I come up to New York, man, maybe I'll pull up on y'all and, bring y'all a vinyl or something.
Oh, it's a must. Definitely got to come through. Definitely gotta come.
Word.
So we appreciate you taking time out, man, to be on the program, and definitely looking forward to when you stop through live in studio next time around.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. I'm supposed to come up there. I'm supposed to come up there and do Shade 45.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. So I was gonna stay out there a few days and just make a little run for myself. You know, promote this album a little bit.
No doubt, definitely,
you know?
definitely.
So we definitely make that happen.
Oh, for real, absolutely. So we're gonna get into some joints from Revolvers, and we're gonna keep it moving like that, man. But definitely keep doing what you're doing, and we'll be looking out for the new joints, and also P. Jeezy.
P. Jeezy, yeah, man. Shout out to my son, man.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, man. Enjoy the rest of your night, day.
All right, brother. Peace.
All right, peace. It's Thermal Sound Waves, the natural alternative to fast food radio. Thermal Sound Wave.